Hey guys, this is Random Stuff with Alex Hughes, and I believe today is day 3 or 4 of the Building My Business 30-day challenge. So I woke up this morning and I told myself, today would be an awesome day and that I would be able to talk with somebody or, they would talk to me. Um, and I would have another, I guess, revelation or another epiphany. So I ended up, let's see, yeah, I basically did my usual routine. I had my stack of vitamins, I have so many bottles as usual, and I had my smoothie, which was pretty tasty. I know there was a mango in there, there was some bananas, there was some oats, I believe there's some protein powder in there too. But yeah, I ended up going on a walk, which was maybe about an hour, a little over an hour. I went down Riviera with kind of the hopes of checking out some side streets, but most of them were private, so I decided not to go down them. But yeah, I was actually listening to some videos about mind control and the media. So basically, this idea that, when you're watching television, they are trying to program you with certain subliminal messages. And, one guy was talking about the idea of Walt Disney and, the stories there and how that's kind of influencing people's mindsets. It's definitely an interesting perspective, and I'm kind of glad that I decided to kind of let go of TV because I don't really need to watch TV anymore. I have so many other things I could be focusing on and being able to improve myself. Um, so I don't think the programs on television really are going to help me with that. I know YouTube is definitely going to be the best bet because of all the focus videos. Um, but that was some interesting concepts there, and I did my usual routine in the morning, and then I actually was watching some videos about the law of attraction, which is something that I was really focusing on today. So I ended up, let's see, I left around 10 o'clock, and I went to downtown Vista to just get kind of set up for my video for A Taste of North Santa Fe, my Instagram page, and because I was going to film there at Aguacates, which is a Mexican restaurant on North Santa Fe and East Connecticut. And so I ended up filming outside of the restaurant, kind of just doing an introduction of where I was and what I was going to order off the menu. And then I asked the guys at the front, and they were okay with me, filming the menu and just filming the restaurant itself. I didn't go inside because that was closed, but I ended up ordering 2 chicken tacos with two sides of beans, and I took that to the Creekside Park in Vista. Overall, I thought the experience was pretty fun. I've done a lot of YouTube videos before, but not so much outside, um, in the open and whatnot. So the park was fairly quiet. There was definitely a group of pretty loud kids. I don't know what they were doing, but there was just a lot of kids, maybe like a summer camp or something like that. But the food itself wasn't too bad. I had the tacos. I didn't eat the tortillas because they were deep fried. That was pretty apparent because of how crunchy the tortillas were. I'm used to like a soft kind of tortilla. The chicken just had like when you taste chicken, it has that kind of natural chicken flavor. I don't think there was anything added on top of that, but there was shredded lettuce and some cheese, and I also put in. I kind of mixed that together with the refried beans and the added hot sauces, so it was pretty decent. I'd go back, but the video itself, putting it together was a lot of trimming. I remember doing a lot of YouTube videos before where I would I would spend so much time editing the video, and that's kind of what I felt like I was doing. I got it to about 5 minutes, and I was actually doing that on my phone on the bus to Escondido. But I shot the video clips, and then I ended up going over to Oceanside Transit with the hopes of hopefully contacting somebody. I think I'm going to do that every single day, is meet with somebody or call somebody or something like that every single day. Um, just to catch up and to talk business. But this person, I didn't receive anything back. So, it's one of those things that how far am I going to go to communicate, but I ended up, let's see, yeah, I got to Solana Beach, actually Cardiff area, and then I walked along, while listening to some social media tips. One guy talked about how he kind of uh, he got the job client, and then he outsourced the whole operation to somebody else, and then he made money on top of that. So he just basically got the client, and then he got somebody else to do the work for him, and then he made money based off of the what the initial client was paying. So I was like, wow, that's actually a smart idea. But I'm thinking about doing it myself, starting off with content creation on Instagram and then possibly Facebook. So I walked along to Fletcher Cove and Solana Beach, and then I sat there and I kind of worked on the Instagram for Taste of North Santa Fe, and then I worked on that for about maybe an hour and a half, and I took the bus back, and that's where I had my laptop out, and I was like charging my phone and doing some Instagram work or building the video that I had. And yeah, I got to Escondido Transit, and then I got to Fraser Farms, and I got some more fruit for smoothies. I didn't have three smoothies today. I just had one for the morning because I had the lunch, and I actually still feel pretty full. Not as full as I'd imagine, but still pretty full because it was meat and beans, which is pretty heavy. Honestly, I felt more full with the smoothies, to be honest. But let's see. Yeah, I went to Fraser Farms and I tried to do my best to talk with people. The store associates asking about the fruit and what do you guys do. Or one guy I was asking like what he does for a smoothie, and the cashier I was talking to initially. What's crazy is actually was thinking about, I guess, this person. I was thinking about her. Seeing her at the Fraser Farms before, and lo and behold, that was the person that was right in front of me. So that was the law of attraction right there. And I actually asked about because she gave me a good idea about preserving fruits in the freezer, and that's actually what I ended up doing. And it was a good idea because now I have oranges and lemons when they're not necessarily in season. So it was a great idea, and I'm glad I got to see her again to talk about that idea. And I carried those groceries back. I remember before I had some like social anxiety, so when I was walking with groceries, I'd kind of be self conscious, but I didn't notice that as much today, which is kind of nice. Just walking down the street, um, doing having those groceries anyways. So I ended up let's see what else I did. Yeah, so I ended up coming back home. I did my cold shower as usual, and I feel pretty fatigued, which is awesome because that means I'll be able to go to sleep a lot easier. I'm gonna hit the bed and I'm just gonna be like, I need some sleep, and that's awesome because compared with I started those kind of the male uh, herbal supplements, and I definitely had my mind was not sleeping at all. It's like my body was tired, but like my mind was active, and now it's just I get home after a day of doing exercise, walking along the beach, going to the gym, and then using my, I guess, creative mind for, this social media stuff, and I feel ready to go to sleep, and it's a great feeling. So overall, today was an awesome day. I'm glad I got to go back to Fraser Farms after a long time. I found some ingredients, new ingredients for my smoothies. I got to use my socialization, and I worked on my social media, which was great to see finally going on Taste of North Santa Fe. That was actually an idea that I had for the last like 2 years. Um, and it was just something else, community service idea. And then my passion is social media marketing, and so I'm gonna start that, and it's going great. Like I said, I know this will be like a successful idea. So I have to keep at it. And I read about the law of attraction, and to be honest, I don't necessarily believe everything that's being told in the book. Like the idea is that this woman is channeling the spirit of Abraham, and so Abraham is talking in the book. I don't know if I believe that, but what I do believe, and I think the epiphany I had today was that what you focus on grows in your mind. So it's like if you have this reality that you want to create, you want to build it up with sources of information that confirm that reality, because you kind of want to be in alignment with what you want in your reality. So you kind of have to tune out all the naysayers and all this other junk, because that's going to affect what you're attracting in your reality. So it's kind of like magnetism. It doesn't matter what it is, because nothing is impossible. But if you want to attract this reality into your life, you have to be really mindful of what you're thinking and what you're doing, because it doesn't matter whether or not it's positive or negative, it's going to attract into your reality. So you have to be very mindful of what you're thinking about on a daily basis, because sometimes you could be attracting things you don't even realize. And so that's why I want to stay in control of my thoughts and be able to control what I'm thinking, because of the reality I'm trying to create for myself. So that's why I have to be mindful and to really pick and choose what thoughts I want, because that's going to create my reality regardless if that's positive or negative. So that was definitely an epiphany I had today, was that I have to stay very mindful of what I'm thinking. And then the other thing that happened was the socialization aspect. Is I got to talk with guys at one guy at Fraser Farms, and I learned about, oh, I could put cantaloupes in my smoothie or carrots in my smoothie. And then I got to see the cashier girl, and that was the law of attraction right there. And then I was hoping to do a conversation with somebody I knew, and um, well, I let it up to fate, and well, didn't get a response back. So it's like, that's fate right there. So yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow, day 5 of the 30-day trying to build my business challenge, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later.